In this video, I'm going to be showing you a few feet that I use for top stitching. This is the standard foot that came with my machine. It's got 3 notches in it here, a center notch, second notch, and a third notch over here. These are 1/16 of an inch. And then the edge of the foot here is just under 3/8 of the foot. It's not that much useful. I don't really use it. If you're going to do a lot of 1/4 inch top stitching, a quilter's 1/4 inch foot helps out. It's got a blade here that you can put your fabric against. Do a nice consistent 1/4 inch. And this also has some notches here on the side. So when you want to turn a corner, you turn your fabric like this. This is center line. See, that would be 1/8 of an inch, and then right in this corner here, that would be a 1/4 inch. Another one that you might have in your, that came with your machine is what's called a 1/4 inch foot, straight stitch foot. Center point to either side here is a 1/4 inch. And it does have a couple of notches here on this part right here. 1, 2, and 3. The first notch is 2 millimeters over from the needle. The center notch is 4 millimeters, and the third one is 6 millimeters, about just shy of a 1/4 inch. Now my favorite foot is this clear one I got. It's got the most useful stuff for me. This is a 1/4 inch. 1/16 of an inch. This is the center notch, a 1/4 inch notch here, and then all these over here are for when you hit a corner and you turn. When you turn your corner, you could line up to be a 1/16 of an inch or a 1/4 inch and then continue down. I'm going to show you how to use this one. And I like these for straight stitching and top stitching. It just has a little hole. This holds down all the fabric really well everywhere. Keeps your machine from eating the fabric and also keeps it as steady as possible for nice flat stitching. This is just a thin scrub material, cotton polyester. I did interface it. And I'm going to show you how to do a 1/4 inch from this edge using this foot. You put your fabric in here, and you line up the raw edge here, or which would be a folded edge if you're top stitching a finished garment, right with this edge here. And when you sew, you just follow that edge right there, and it gives you a perfect 1/4 inch line from the edge. Then when you want to turn a corner and stay in the 1/4 inch, you just watch here. As soon as this corner hits that spot here, lower your needle, turn the corner, and you'll see that it lines up here on the other side for another 1/4 inch. And you end up with a nice 1/4 inch all the way around top stitching. Then you can also line it up to do a second row of 1/4 stitching in. You just line up the stitching here with the edge of the foot. Now, when I get close to the edge, I like to lower down a little bit on my stitch length so I could line up the corner a little bit better. I'm a little close on that one. I'm going to back it up one. Go back to leave it as the shorter stitch length. Turn the corner. Do a couple of stitches. Go back to regular stitch length. It gives you a fairly consistent way to do even top stitching around a corner. And then if you have a knit fabric, this is a t-shirt material, you can still use the straight stitch foot. The hole is big enough that you could use the lightning bolt stitch. On my machine it's number 3. And for knit fabrics, this helps hold everything down really well so you don't have too much shifting or stretching out of the fabric. That's the lightning bolt stretch stitch.